Today, I will read to you Hans Christian Andersen's beautiful yet sad fairy tale, The Little Match Girl. With a calm voice, close your eyes and listen comfortably. Once upon a time, on a cold, long winter's day, snow was falling heavily. White snowflakes kept drifting from the sky, and the streets were covered as if with a blanket of pure white. Footprints left long trails in the snow, and in the cold air, the scent of freshly baked bread, fragrant cinnamon, and burning wood mixed together. Everyone was busy preparing for Christmas, and the shops shone brightly, decorated with twinkling lights. The laughter of children and the sound of carols echoed through the alleys, filling the air with warmth and joy. Yet, in the middle of that bright and cheerful street, amidst the snowstorm, stood a small girl all alone. Her hair was damp with snowflakes, sticking to her cheeks, and her eyes were slightly red from the cold. Her tiny fingers were frozen and reddened, and her lips were pale and cracked. But in her eyes, a faint glimmer of hope shone, refusing to be extinguished despite her difficult circumstances. The girl was selling matches. A small bundle of matches clutched tightly in her hands was her only hope to survive this cold, long winter. Whenever the wind blew harshly, she would hold the matches close to her chest, shivering. Her small body looked fragile, and the thin clothes she wore let the bitter cold seep straight to her bones.
"Matches for sale! Warm matches!"
Her voice trembled, but she called out with hope. Yet, people ignored her. Those wearing fancy coats and adorned clothing passed by without so much as a glance. Warm light and the aroma of delicious food drifted out from the shops. But the girl had neither the courage nor the strength to approach them. Her stomach was empty, and her feet were frozen. She didn't even have shoes. She had once had a pair of loose shoes, but had lost one while running through the crowd. The cold stone floor cut into her feet, and her entire body trembled. She knelt down in the corner, curling up as best she could, swallowing her tears, and carefully took out a single match. Snap! The match flared up, and before her appeared a small stove. The flames danced as if alive, casting a warm glow. The girl held out her hands and slowly let her body feel the heat. For a moment, all the cold and loneliness of the world seemed to vanish. The scent of burning wood and the warmth from the stove felt more vivid than reality itself. But soon, the light went out, and the stove disappeared. Before her eyes lay only the cold, dark alley once more. Her body shivered again, and the hunger in her belly grew stronger. She struck another match. This time, a grand table appeared before her. Roast goose steamed enticingly. Sweet treats shone on silver plates, and warm soup and freshly baked bread waited. The aroma made her hunger even more intense. She reached out to the food, but as the match went out, everything vanished, leaving only the dark, cold reality. She lit a third match. Now, a magnificent Christmas tree appeared. Candles and stars twinkled, and the tree was so large and splendid it seemed to touch the ceiling. The girl's eyes shone with joy, and a happy smile spread across her face. Warmth and fragrance surrounded her, making her feel as though she had stepped into another world, far from reality. Yet, when the light faded, the cold, dark alley returned. Her heart felt empty and lonely again, and tears welled up in her eyes. Huddling her trembling body tighter, she struck the last match. And then, the warmest and most loving face appeared. It was her beloved grandmother, the person she loved most in the world. Her grandmother's eyes were gentle, her smile warm, and her touch capable of melting any cold in the world.
"Grandmother,
The girl's voice trembled, but was soft, almost a whisper.
please take me with you. It's so cold, and it's so hard here."
Fearing that her grandmother would disappear when the match went out, she lit all the remaining matches one by one. When the last match flared up, her grandmother embraced her warmly.
"My dear child, your suffering has ended. Come with me to a place that is warm, where you will never go hungry again."
At that moment, a calm and peaceful smile appeared on the girl's face. The cold, the loneliness of the world could no longer trouble her. In that warm embrace, she felt love and peace. The next morning, people found the little girl in the alley. She had a faint smile on her cold face, and the burnt-out matches were still clutched in her hands. Though people shook their heads in sorrow, the girl's soul had already gone to a peaceful, warm place, together with her beloved grandmother. And so, today's story ends here. Hans Christian Andersen's The Little Match Girl is short, yet it leaves a deep mark on the heart. At this moment, may you also rest with a warm heart, and may tonight bring you peace and comfort.